Okay, let's dive into this. Welcome to today's explainer. We're looking at something genuinely fascinating today. We usually just look at our calendars as, well, a bunch of boring little boxes, right? Maybe marking a dentist appointment or a work deadline. But today, we're setting a totally celebratory tone, because we're going to look at one specific date that is just unbelievably packed. I mean, it is loaded with the most eclectic, surprising, and honestly, downright wild mix of events you could possibly imagine. And that date is June 28th, 2026. I just want to ground us right here on this exact date for a second. It is frankly amazing to me that a single 24-hour period can hold so much weight on the global stage. We're talking about one day, literally one rotation of the Earth, yet it somehow manages to capture this ridiculously wide spectrum of human interest and celebration all at once. But hey, before we look at exactly what's happening on this date, let's quickly define what we're actually talking about here. We're analyzing global observances. These are international and, well, other global observances falling on this date, which might actually include days, weeks, or even whole months of recognition that anchor themselves to this specific time. Let's just pause and marvel at the sheer scope of international recognition squeezed into this single calendar slot. It's a true global perspective right there. So, what makes this single day so unbelievably packed? Well, it's not just the sheer number of observances. No, it's the wildly eclectic and completely surprising mix of global celebrations that we're about to unpack. As you'll see, we're going to witness a clash of completely different worlds, all somehow sharing the exact same 24 hours. Starting us off with high energy, our first observance is blue and bold, Global Smurf Day. Seriously? Out of all the things to be recognized on a worldwide scale, we have an entire global day dedicated to these iconic little blue characters. And when we break down the strict categories this observance falls under, pop culture and lifestyle alongside art and entertainment, it actually makes perfect sense. It officially bridges the gap between those two. It's kind of fascinating how this single day covers such massive, sweeping spheres of human creation, perfectly blending our nostalgic pop culture with the broader artistic entertainment industry. Next up, we have Loud and Proud, International Caps Lock Day. Okay, talk about whiplash. We go from a beloved cartoon franchise straight to a literal celebration of shouting through your keyboard. International Caps Lock Day falls under education and history as well as pop culture and lifestyle. I just have to ask, who knew education and caps lock went hand in hand? It's absolutely hilarious. You really wouldn't immediately put the history of typography and keyboard mechanics next to internet pop culture, but actually, scratch that. It makes total sense when you think about it. That's exactly what this highly specific categorization does. And pivoting completely once again, our third unique observance is Health and Expression, International Body Piercing Day. Now, what's really interesting here is the massive pivot. We've gone from the Smurfs to typing in all caps directly into the realm of body modification. This one is formally recognized under both pop culture and lifestyle and health and awareness. It perfectly bridges the gap, right? Taking something deeply rooted in personal pop culture expression and tying it directly to vital health practices, likely focusing on safe procedures, proper body care, the whole shebang. And this right here brilliantly illustrates the absolute madness and really the beauty of June 28, 2026. Look at the sheer breadth of human experience side by side. We've got Global Smurf Day holding down art and entertainment. Then, right next to it, Caps Lock Day brings us education and history. And finally, Body Piercing Day covers health and awareness. Seeing them all lined up like this, it's just incredible. The really crucial point here is the common thread. Pop culture and lifestyle unites all three of these observances. It's the anchor. But branching off from that anchor, we have those wild variations: art, education, and health. The massive jump between celebrating artistic cartoons, the history of typing, and health awareness and body modification. It proves exactly how incredibly diverse June 28th truly is. Which leaves us with a really fun question to ponder as we wrap up this deep dive explainer. With everything we've looked at today, from the blue and bold to the loud and proud, all the way to health and expression, art, education, or health. How will you celebrate June 28th? It's a completely bizarre and wonderful mix of trivia, and it just goes to show that any given day on the calendar holds a lot more than meets the eye. Thanks for exploring this unbelievably packed day with me.